This is an amazingly bad piece of defending from Eliaquim Mangala of Manchester City today against Newcastle. You can see him right here. He's one of two Manchester City center backs. They are caught on the counterattack here, and they're rushing to get back in position. And one of the first things you see that Mangala has done is he's gone, for some reason, much deeper than his center back partner, and he's also playing the lone Newcastle player ahead of the ball onside. He sprinted to do that. If he had just held up his run somewhere back here, this Newcastle player would have had to hold up his run also. But that's not really the bad part. As we wind it forward, this ball comes into a wide position. And this player on the ball for Newcastle is very much dealt with by the City left back here. Mangala behind him is now responsible for the highest striker forward. And for some reason, he's just going to leave that man. Even though there's no real indication now that his left back is in trouble, he's drifted away, and now he's actually going to come to the ball. So now he's right on top of his left back. But he hasn't communicated this, so his left back is still showing this player down the line, thinking he's got no cover. Mangala is right behind him, and if he had just shouted that he was coming, then the left back could have got a tackle in, or at least not given him such a clear lane to the outside, which he kind of has to do, thinking he's got no help on the inside. So Mangala has come over here. He's left this player now for the retreating Vincent Kompany, but Kompany is not goal side of him. And City are lucky that the player on the ball didn't see this and just play it directly into his feet. And really what's funniest about this, because this is not only bad, it's funny, is that Mangala's coming over and he's taking away this inside channel. The Newcastle player is going to go outside and just leave him for absolute dead. And look at his reaction. So now, with a player heading for the end line and across, you got Newcastle players making runs into the box. Here's one central defender, pretty much where he should be. Here's another one. 3 steps from the corner of the penalty box. And now as the cross comes in, into the danger area, again, here's one of our 2 central defenders. Don't go out there. Don't go out into these wide positions to help your outside backs unless they need the help. And especially don't go out there and leave central players unmarked, as he's done here. And finally, if you are going to go out there, this is the number one thing, communicate. Let your outside back know that you're out there with him. That way, he can step into a challenge here and maybe eliminate this threat right away. And even if he doesn't win this challenge by stepping into it, he's probably going to force this attacking player to play a ball in behind, which you, as the center back, having left the center of the field, can then deal with. But if you are going to get dragged away from your goal, you have to affect the play. Okay, we've had this happen in a couple of games where our center backs have felt like they've needed to go out wide. If you do go out wide, affect the play in some way. Mangala does absolutely nothing here. Absolutely nothing. And he's fortunate, really fortunate. That's a great defensive header by Alexander Kolarov here on the far post. Or sorry, I think that's Zabaleta.